The following podcast contains strong language and ridiculous cartoon scenarios conjured up by two self-proclaimed comedy wizards. Between you and me, they're more like Saturday morning court jesters fueled by sugary cereal. But either way, the opinions expressed and presented are mere musings, so please humor their well-intentioned hijinks with a laugh and not by taking anything they say seriously. Unless, of course, you want to pay them to say something else. Could always use a new pair of shoes.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ReviewParty.com. I'm Brent.
I am Matt. That's a little unsettling.
Yeah, it's kind of funny to hear it back. when you make the voice into the void so long, and the void makes the voice back at you. This is a ReviewParty.com. It's a comedy podcast that
Did you say this is a review party?
This is a review. This is one of those ReviewParty.coms.
I've heard a lot about them.
And yeah, they're pretty ubiquitous nowadays, but this is the first one. The first time a review happened at a party and we put it on a website. We were there for it. We look at internet reviews and laugh at them, laugh at each other, making dumb voices.
Dumb voices, dumb choices, all of it. All the above. Just the two, yes.
What kind of dumb choices are we making? Just like too much sodium in the diet, that kind of stuff.
There's that, Amazon browsing history, kind of a bad choice.
Yeah, we have completely ruined our Amazon customer, recommended products through this.
Even Yelp browsing history, I'll say. Did you enjoy going here? I was not there.
I've never been to Nashville, bro. I'm never going to, on principle.
Although I'm going to have to check Yelp's, terms and conditions in fine print, because I went to a little coffee shop. I've just finished that silly play I was in, and Sunday matinees I like to go get coffee at a local shop. Feels like a special thing.
Mm-mm.
And I went in, and I was going to check in on my Yelp app, but before I could, my Yelp app said, "Did you visit Cava Diem lately?" And I was like, "Yelp, do you know that I'm in the building, or are you just asking because you're friendly?"
That was just a vast coincidence.
I hope so. Because I'd gone the week before. Maybe they want me to write a review or something, or update if I've left one. But anyway,
I got a review from Amazon for Jessica Simpson's Women's Kiss Me Skinny Jeans.
Oh, J-Dog.
Big J, shout out. This review is from AC, air conditioning. No, just AC, actually. They title it, "Jessica Simpson Jeans Are My Favorite." They write, "These jeans are everything. I debated between these and the Can and Judy Blues for weeks. When I seen the Jessica Simpson jeans on sale, I jumped. My only regret is I should have ordered one size smaller, but that's my fault, and it is not a negative. They just have so much stretch that my normal size is a bit baggy. So I'm exchanging, not returning." My boyfriend's first comment was, "Those look really nice on you. Be careful, though. I do have some of Jessica Simpson's jeans that have way less stretch, and I have to buy regular size. It's all depending on the stretch. Example, these have 17% viscose and 1% spandex, 25% poly, and 57% cotton. My other pair with way less stretch are 1% spandex, 20% poly, 32% rayon, and 47% cotton. I think the viscose must make a difference in each pair. Hope this helps someone. If you're anything like me, buying clothes online can make me so anxious. I usually end up buying nothing." 5 stars.
Ladies and gentlemen, I guess ladies or gentlemen, or anyone, these suckers appear to be 50% off on Amazon right now, so if you're looking for a fresh way to serve that peach, I would suggest adding to cart stat.
I'm looking at some prime try before you buy type beat. I don't know what the hell that means, but maybe easier returning.
I love
Half
it.
off.
Thanks, Amazon.
Thanks.
Maybe you might like that. I can just stop and drop it off at the Kohl's if I don't like it. It's like you already know that I shop at the Kohl's.
Damn, they got waist and hip sizing. That's a lot to worry about.
That is a lot to worry about. Thank you. We need to talk about it at some point, and I'm glad we're talking about it now. Society forcing women to think about all sorts of sizes for every single part of their body.
Yeah.
You know what I look at
I wonder
on my
why people
jeans?
have self-image problems.
Waist and length, and even then, I could look like a vagabond and nobody cares if my jeans flap around in the breeze or if they're up and I'm looking like Tom Sawyer's best friend. Huck fan, obviously. Nobody cares.
Know what people would care about, though? You know, it really guffs my grill when I see it. Oh no, I think my zip-up hoodie is busted. That's a different story. When someone's jeans are so long they just go to the back of their shoes.
No.
And it's just like a perfect semicircle of dirty water has formed with another semicircle around it of old salt dried water.
This time of year especially, it's February at time of recording. You see, that makes me cringe. Us Midwesterners. I've seen it so many times, and then it starts to fray and tear, and it's just disgusting. You jump on your bed with those dungarees? I hope not.
Just imagine tracking that into your house.
No.
No, the salt, the dirt, the mud, the grime, all
the scum
sucked up into the jeans, into the viscose here.
Fair points, though. If you're gonna shopping online for jeans, I don't know. I have done it, but I agree. I've gotten from the same brand, the same model jeans, and I was like, I'm buying the same prices, and these are fitting differently. What's going on here? Or now the pockets are sewn this way. I like that a little less than what you had before. The hardware, the fixtures, the buttons and stuff, and the rivets, they used to be bronzy. Now they're like matte black. I don't know. Is that
not
cool?
The matte black.
I can roll with it. I was surprised.
You know, I always think when I go to a restaurant, I can have a bad or less than expected experience. I always think, oh, the B team was in the kitchen today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They weren't firing on all cylinders. They had a bad day before. There's something wrong. So, I give them the benefit of
hoist that
doubt.
Benefit of the doubt up and hand it on over.
But I don't think with clothing we give that same benefit of the doubt. There's a uniformity. We expect it. We expect from these.
Yeah.
I don't even really know how you make jeans. I understand there's some sort of pressing. Jeans are pressed. Is that how that?
And sewn and stuff. And honestly, if we want to get serious about it, it's probably different countries of origin and manufacture. But it could just be that Daryl had a bad day and was like, I'm phoning this lot in.
Daryl the Jeansmith.
Like, I'm really not feeling down with the denim.
Viscose is hard to get in there. How do you even get that? I can't put that much of viscose in there. I'm going to put
it's just 5% viscose in these jeans, and they get what they get.
Each percentage of viscose is harder to work in there. You have to understand.
Yeah, there's only so much room. So much pore space between the denim fibers.
And contrary to its name, viscose is not very viscous. It's sort of hard to handle. Or maybe it's so viscous it's hard to handle.
Either way, it's an animal. You need to tame it. And sometimes you don't want to tame that beast. I'm not in the mood.
Sometimes you're just going to blow out the waistline. Fuck it. Send it to Walmart. Send it to Amazon.
I know that says it's a waist size 30. So little petite Matt's going to get it and think, this is good for me. And then he's going to be, his drawers are going to be sagging. Someone's going to say, hike your drawers up. And he's going to say, what does that mean? Oh, my pants.
And then you go to buy suspenders, and guess what? Suspender Sam was feeling a little weird when he made those. You got uneven sides, uneven suspendies.
Oh, and they're not adjustable. It's just for show that they're adjustable. Just like the pockets on women's pants are for show. You know, maybe That's why women's pockets are so small. Just like everybody has been phoning it in. Like, we've been making full size. They save women's pants for the end of the day, but they're like,
I'm tired of making these pockets.
It's 3:30. Been making pockets all day. Oh, we got the women's stuff coming in. There's some small pockets in there.
You're working till 4 and you got some stuff to do at 3:30. That's not getting done. That's not getting done, right?
we let's not fool anyone here.
Print and ship it. Do you have a review, sir?
I do, as long as we're on the women's fashion train. I've got an Amazon review for the Wirarpa. That's your familiar brand name. Wirarpa. Women's high-waisted cotton underwear, soft, full briefs, ladies' breathable panties multi-pack.
Panties multi-pack.
Panties multi-pack. Lulu Dallas multi-pack. Mm-hmm. These are some panties, some ladies' underwear. For those of us who don't feel comfortable saying that.
Perfect for raiding.
Perfect for raiding for all you nerds out there. You'll raise them up above your head like a totem and... This review comes to us from Bargain Shopper, who titles their review, "The Perfect Symbol for the End of My Youth and Vitality." They write, "Yes, these are fantastic underpants. They're comfortable, soft, and they contain the rolls with just enough support that you're not flopping all over the place, but you don't feel like you're stuck in sausage casing either. 5 stars, would buy again. But these are also the least sexy underwear I own. I'm new to this menopause thing, 1 star, do not recommend, and have noticed that I'm needing to adjust the infrastructure to accommodate my ever-softening midsection. Enter the Wirarpa high-waisted cotton underwear soft full briefs. Full indeed. While these really do feel fantastic and secure, the minute I pulled them on, I felt my vitality being sucked away. I asked the hubs to look away. I'm afraid to look at the, quote, customers who bought these also bought suggestions. Changes happen, ladies, and I'm doing my best to embrace them with grace, but this is a tough one. Love the underwear, hate the life stage. That said, there's no turning back now. Game on, granny panties. 5 stars.
So at first, I thought this was sort of a cool Iron Man-esque nano armor supplement, you know.
Sure, yeah.
To your changing body as you age. But at the midpoint of the review, I understood that no, she is more so looking at her transformation as Jeff Goldblum turning into the Fly.
Yeah.
Away from me!
It's kind of like, we can rebuild him. We can make him stronger, or a little RoboCop stuff. And you're like, yeah, make me better. And then you look at yourself in the mirror. And it's just like big diaper-looking RoboCop, but you're like...
Not the diaper RoboCop.
Not exactly an upgrade, guys. I'm the $1 million man, and this is the best you can do.
Robotics engineers, robotic technicians that are out there listening to the podcast, I know we have a huge audience in the robotics industry.
You STEM folks, listen up. He's got something.
A lot of scientists listen to this podcast because it's good brain food, right?
Yeah.
They're getting all that highbrow brain food at work all day. And to balance it out, because you need, when you eat vitamin D, you also need broccoli to sort of activate it.
Balanced meal.
Yep, you need some of this. So anyway, that is all to say to all the smart people that make robots to listen to this podcast. When you design the robot, just for their future self-image, don't make their sort of pelvic region diaper-esque. All right, that's big.
That's kind of a no. We're going to chalk that up as a don't want. Now, I want to be very clear. We don't want like super sexy pelvis either.
No.
Because then we're getting in some muddy waters.
There's some stuff going on that ethically, I don't want to be privy to on this podcast. But I'm just saying, if I awoke as a beautiful AI robot, I want to be stoked. I want to be like, nice, I got lasers, I got a jetpack, I got I got a calculator for a brain. But then, oh no, it looks like I'm wearing a fucking diaper. That would just be a real day ruiner.
Kind of drop it down to a 3-star robot upgrade. Yeah, this is good, but look at my crotch. How can you not?
I got diaper booty going on.
I got diaper going on.
Looking like a full load of scraps over here, Gary. What's up with this? Streamline me, make me sleek.
I want to be aerodynamic in the future.
These Huggies ain't cutting it, bro. I cannot get my robo legs up to full speed without robo blushing.
The gears grind a little bit, heat things up, huh? Look away.
Oil starts streaming out of me, and then it just looks embarrassing, doesn't it?
It's a whole scene.
A whole scene. Speaking of a whole scene, I have a review.
Yeah.
From Amazon
for
the Keebler EL Fudge Elf Witch Double Stuffed Cookies 12-ounce packet.
EL Fudge. It sounds so dope.
Double stuffed. Have you ever had these cookies, man?
EL Fudge doubles. I don't know that I have.
I purchased these and I needed to go to Amazon.
Fudge.
I'm gonna find you an image that does the double stuffed of these cookies justice. I do not find these to be double stuffed. I looked at the cookie options and I thought, wow. Of course I'm going to take double stuffed. What am I, an idiot? And then I opened the package and I thought, that is quad stuffed. That is quintuple stuffed.
Oh, mama. I have had elf witchers. I have not had the double stuffed or the Mondo stuffed.
Folks, I want to highlight to you that these sandwiches are stuffed. Okay?
It's like a solid beef patty in between two elf crackers or cookies.
This is the quarter pounder of chocolate cookies. If it elicited that sort of reaction in me, I knew there would be some other strong reactions to this cookie. 2 reviews. The second one's going to make me emotional.
Oh no. Okay.
Make me pop off a little bit. So we're going to start slow with Crawford's review here. They title it, "Where's the Other Elves?" They write, "I don't usually buy these, but I was reading Keeper of the Lost Cities to my daughters and thought it'd be fun to read the scenes where they're eating these cookies while eating them ourselves. But they only had one type of elf in the whole package, Fast Eddie. Where was Buckets, Elwood, and Ernie? It would have been a lot more fun to see the elves they mentioned in the scene and the expressions on their faces they were emulating. It made what could have been a pretty fun experience just okay. Sad. 3 stars.
Oh, I have missed out on the Keebler elf lore, apparently. Like Snap, Crackle, Pop, and their long-lost brother, who we don't mention. I'm up on that lore. I was not familiar we had so many different Keebler elves of significance.
That's a regular Sesame Street in that
and
tree.
And that they appear in completely unrelated novels or books, children's. I don't know. What?
I don't know, man. I knew there's little characters. I knew they had little names, not unlike, Ronald McDonald and his motley crew of freaks.
Yes.
I only really know, there's a lot more going on with these little elves and their cookies.
I guess beside that point, it's a little creepy that the stance this parent is taking is that, I'm going to read the book to my children. We're going to eat the cookies like they do in the book. But it really would have been a lot of fun if I could have eaten multiple elves like they do in the book. I want to observe the difference in expression that they each have when I bite their little heads off.
So you think this guy's giving trolls from Lord of the Rings vibes?
There's a little creepiness to it. A little like his mouth waters a bit too much. Daddy, you're drooling on the book.
It is. He does not mention the extreme filling of the cookies.
It spills out like there are so many guts.
He is too distraught by the lack of character variety to notice that these cookies are extremely stuffed. They're bursting to the brim with fudge stuffing. I can imagine, that is to your point, that something is unhinged in this man.
He's very, very invested
in the elf lore. All right, so after that little freak session, this is the one I saw first, and I thought I couldn't bring this because I disagree with it so much on such an internal level. So I'm gonna do my best not to get unhinged and see how you feel. See how you feel.
All right.
This one's from That One Hippie Artist.
Don't say it, hippie.
They titled their review, Meh. Too much filling to cookie ratio. The cookies are soft, but not in a good way, almost like in a stale way. If you dunk, they just fall apart. Not a fan. Kiddo didn't care for them either. Won't buy again and can't recommend. 3 stars.
Oh, I don't even know what to compare this to, but that reveal that you are a full-grown adult and you're upset that the dunkage on this is a messy mess. It's a sloppy dump. Oh, yeah, and my child didn't like it either.
So you think it's very telling of this person's mental maturity.
Let's get our priorities straight here. Yes. First of all, there's too much chocolate to the soft cookie. I didn't like how it dunks. And my child didn't like it either.
Just to legitimize their review. Well, if you look over here, this idiot little kid didn't even like it.
Yeah. Where would you like to start? Or do you
I don't know.
Do you want me to pop off on it?
I just can't imagine buying double stuffed cookies and being pissed
upset
that they are Mondo stuffed, bro. Oh my God. That's like ordering meaty lasagna off of a restaurant. Maybe there's like a meat lover's lasagna and getting some extra meat sauce lasagna and being like, there's too much meat in this.
You mean you got more than you paid for, you think? You feel like you got a little extra?
Right. If you are a meat lover, you should just want the more the merrier. That's how I feel about it. How could you not want a little extra food in your double stuff? I cannot relate. Just the pure joy I felt when I opened that container, when I peeled back the sealed, they seal it, that bitch, hard. Oreo, you can't it's like hard to get it to reseal after the Oreos. The Keebler's it's going to withstand a nuclear blast, that seal.
Oh, that's secondary home in there.
Right. I finally cracked that safe only to see that there's like 1.5 inch thick fudge blast between these cookies. I was overjoyed, and to see this person to think that they would open it and see that and think, what is this ratio?
I have to ask, how is the texture on your cookies?
Cookies, they're not crispy cookies.
So there's like a bit of a chew, a bit of a bite to it.
Yeah, it's somewhere in between like a crispy cracker cookie and the like a soft bake cookie, not cookie crisp.
Yes, that's what I'm imagining. It's got kind of it's got a soft bite until you gotta like tooth through it.
Right.
These are not ginger snaps that you're.
Right. I don't think the objective is to have the ginger snap. I think it's just supposed to be a cookie's cookie, if you will.
And if you got problems, Duncan, just get your kid's little baby cup, and you only put a little bit of milk in there. You can't overdo it. This is just an operator error. Anytime you miss dunk, if you know how many cookies in that pack, 24 at least.
Yeah,
you make the mistake once or twice, and then you realize, I need to switch. I need to adapt. Second half, we're going to change things up. We're going to go back out there. We're going to dunk in the baby cup. and it's going to work fine. Less milk, less sogginess.
So you think this guy, this idiot, this hippie artist...
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that.
They sort of, as a dunker, are flying too close to the dunking sun.
They got no game. Yeah,
they're
going whole hog. You can't go whole hog unless you got something that is particularly crispy or possibly even a little stale.
Sure.
You got those 2-day-old donuts, and you're like, I spent money on these donuts.
Let me revitalize them with some coffee dunk.
Yeah, you're putting your fingers in the liquid. You're getting that thing dunked so deep. But a soft, chewy cookie? No. Tread carefully, son. You
right.
Just like anything else, you do a test spot first. If you're varnishing the dresser, if you're putting a new lotion on your face, you're dyeing your hair, do a test first when you dunk the cookie. You don't know what it can take.
Yeah, they're dunking this as though it has the integrity of a chicken nugget. When really it is a simple soft cookie.
Chicken nuggets, you can go all day dunking it, biting it, dunking it, biting it again. That sucker's going to hold up, I bet you.
Right.
But that's the difference between a cookie and a nugget.
Now, these things, if you'll notice, they do have a lady finger. That's what they call it, shape, right? They are long and do encourage dunking, I imagine. I'm not a big dunker, but I would not scoff at some dunkage.
It's a special thing.
I can go grab one and hold in my hand right now. I keep them close. I keep them safe. But I think they're doing some type of Salem witch trial, prolonged dunkage to these poor little cookies.
Okay.
You know, they're really abusing these poor little Keebler elves.
Yeah, a little milk boarding or something.
Putting a cheesecloth, washcloth over their face.
Ugh. See, you said Salem, and I know what those are, but my mind went to just a witch making a brew, just like little nasty long fingers stirring little Ernie in the cup of milk, stirring him. That's agitation that Ernie can't take. His little head's gonna pop right off.
Yeah, they got a whole cauldron of hot hippie milk. Well, it came from a goat or something. They've been bubbling it up all day.
That stuff's not pasteurized. That Ernie doesn't know what he's getting into, literally.
Ernie dunks and he vaporizes like Gollum, falling into the fires of Mordor. Of course he's not going to make it. And there's no Terminator thumbs up, as the sink. It's just pain for old Ernie here.
You're not losing a friend. You have scorned him, spurned him forever.
These cookies are great. If you guys want some big fudgeage in between some cookage, you fucking buy these bad boys.
That's a recommendation from reviewparty.com.
That is what it is. I'm going to go eat one on break right now. Matt can't have one.
Just water for me.
Oops. I held that just long enough.
Bless you, son.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, thank you for listening to our lovely little podcast. If you'd like to go above and beyond in supporting our show, or have the most fabulous conversation starter since sliced bread, go to reviewparty.com. Click on shop and explore some fabulous t-shirt designs.
Where's your favorite place to wear a t-shirt?
On my body.
Mine is at the store.
That is a good place to wear a t-shirt. Reviewparty.com. Click shop.
Why stop there?
Don't stop now.
Don't stop me now, because I'm buying a t-shirt. I'm buying a shirt.
Ladies and gentlemen, get in, quick, hurry. Sit back down. I'll wait. welcome to the second half of the episode, and welcome to Reviscera. I don't know if that's going to be the name or not.
I'm intrigued. I'm sitting at the end of my seat.
Reviews. I don't know. They're professional reviews. Like we would call these great reviews in history, but it's modern.
Sure.
Something written by a real person whose job it is to write things about things.
Rarely are those featured.
But now we've got a potential segment. Today, I'll say a few days ago, I was sent a lovely Wikipedia article by none other than the redefinition of comedy itself, Eric, friend of the show. I don't remember if we say his last name or not. Hey, Eric, what's up?
Yeah, sometimes, I'm sure.
Sometimes.
Slip through there.
Well, he'll just be Eric today. Eric with a K. Thank you very much. He sent me a Wikipedia article for popular song Hey Soul Sister.
Hey there, Mr.
Exactly. Yeah. In the composition section of the Wikipedia article, it says it rhymes sister with Mr. Whoever added that note was like, I'm proud of this. If you don't recall, Hey Soul Sister is a mid-tempo pop rock song. It's written in the key of E major, beat set in common time, composed in a tempo of 97 beats per minute. I could go on saying some more, but here's what, who the heck is Stafford? See the co-writer. Why do they hide that stuff?
It's a secret.
Once. I'll Control F. Okay, lead guitarist. Here's what lead guitarist Jimmy Stafford says about how the song was written. Quote, the story, lyrically, I've heard Pat, who's the lead singer, talk about this in interviews. He's always heard of Burning Man. Somewhere in Reno, Nevada's desert, they do it every year. It's this whole city in the desert that gets built for a festival that happens every year. They build a huge man out of wood, and at the end of the festival, they burn it. Pat had never been to Burning Man, but he had an image in his head of what it must be like. All these beautiful women dancing around a fire. That was the imagery he conjured up when he was writing lyrics to Hey Soul Sister. It's a pretty big deal. Thousands and thousands of people go to it every year. People run around naked, and I guess it's a total crazy deal. So now we're all up. We all know Hey Soul Sister.
We all know Burning Man. You know, it's not about the drugs. It's not about the binge. It's just about the naked hot women dancing around the fire.
That's what it's about, really. So the reason Eric sent me this Wikipedia article is the reviews section, critical reception heading. Hey Soul Sister has seen mixed reviews from music critics.
Imagine.
Under positive reviews, we have Scott Mervis writing for the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, praising the song as a welcome comeback from the band's hiatus, calling the track joyous and bouncy. The writer for Eclectic Music Lover listed the song, I wonder what weird blog that is, listed the song as number 37 on his 100 best songs of the 2010s list, praising its lyrics as, quote, heartwarming and, quote, guaranteed to bring a smile to even the dourest face.
Wow.
You know, if you're using the word dourest, you're kind of a nerd.
Yeah.
And I'm a nerd saying that.
Not to interject, but I think if I was feeling dour and this song came on, I would probably feel about twice as dour afterwards.
Punch the radio. Shut that up. But then we get to the negative reviews, and I actually went to the source material because it's just...
You needed to get that pulp.
Yeah. We're going to be reading from The Village Voice, the 20 worst songs of 2010, number 1, Train, Hey Soul Sister.
Let's go.
This is written by
Village
Christopher
Voice.
R. Weingarten.
Shout out.
Here are some important things to know about Train's Hey Soul Sister. He's got like bold headings and then text after it. So I'll try and bold my voice. Hey Soul Sister was the only rock song to land in the Billboard Hot 100's top 10 hits this year. This is pretty much proof that rock music is dead, right? We're not going to tell Nickelback to come back because all is forgiven. but this warm washcloth of face-palmy puns and cutie-poo pukulele might be why Captain Beefheart died. Captain Beefheart being an obscure avant-garde musician-songwriter.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the whitest song to ever have the word soul in it, and that includes Death Cab's Soul Meets Body. There is less soul in the entirety of Train than in the palest single member of Collective Soul. Hey Soul Sister is soul for people who refer to peanut butter and jelly as soul food. It makes the California Raisins look like the second coming of Sly and the Family Stone. It's so white, Sarah Palin just named it her running mate for 2012. It's a bit of a time warp. At its outset, it sounds like that All Americans Rejects song that was popular last year, which it's referring to Give You Hell. That's the song.
Give you hell.
Right.
Give you
Remember
hell.
that one? Here, we just Googled it for you. Train, you owe us 20 seconds of our lives back, and we owe All American Rejects a cut of our vast F2K10 riches, which that's what this list is. I don't know. The chorus is jacked from an even worse place. Here's where things get wild. Hey Soul Sister is an orgy where bad ideas trade STDs and the most syphilitic brain fart stumbled in drunk from a Smash Mouth show. For those of you who arrived late, Smash Mouth was a band from the late 90s that was formed when a soul patch met cake frosting. Their wiki scratching and dork pie hats did to music what blood-soaked clowns do to the dreams of sleeping children. Listen to Hey Soul Sister a few times, and you'll inevitably be reminded of the whistling solo from the Shrek House Band's inescapable All-Star. From Smash Mouth, Train picked up an earworm that burrowed into society's asshole, laid 4.7 million iTunes eggs, and gave birth to a gray cloud of banality that covers the earth.
I mean, I agree with everything being said.
Yeah, and honestly, the whistling does kind of sound like the Hey Soul Sister hook.
I think so. You know what I remember about 2010? This song? That is the year we graduated high school.
That is.
I was a young man with bright dreams of the future, working at A&W, driving the absolute beaterest of beaters to A&W and back. You know, but the radio worked. But every fucking time I would drive, it was a quick drive to and from work, but every time.
Yeah, Kiss FM on.
Guaranteed one of them radio stations, Kiss FM being one of them, would be playing Hey Soul Sister at any given time. I hated that fucking song by the end of that summer so much. Oh, did I hate that shit.
We're not done, just so you know.
Oh, I know. Well, keep it coming.
The lyrics represent the weird hippie fantasies of a yuppie tool bag. Quoth front nozzle Pat Monahan, I just wrote on my computer for a while what I saw as a group of beautiful women at Burning Man dancing around the fire. I've never been there before, but that's what I imagined it would be like. Yes, yep. This song is the result of a grown bajillionaire who dresses like a 19-year-old Dane Cook stan, sitting pud-handed at his MacBook and writing fan fiction about the fun times hippie girls have at Burning Man. Dude is like 5 feet and 10 inches of midlife crisis. How much do you want to bet that the initial rhyme to the word direction in the second verse was erection and not love connection? Because really, erection. It makes hashtag rap look poetic. The references to the 80s in Hey Soul Sister, the untrimmed chest bit, the Mr. and Madonna name drops, love connection, they're all lazier than Garfield in a lasagna coma. Oh, fuck, now they've got us doing it.
The rhyming in that song made my high school brain realize why rhyming and music could be bad. Why rhyming lyrics can be it's the prime example of why it's not necessarily the move. That shit is vapid. Ugh.
The ukulele. The fuck?
Yes.
End section. It lowered the bar for blowjob references on pop radio. Your lipstick stains on the front lobe of my left side brains. Congratulations, Flo Rida. You just became the frontrunner for the National Book Award Fellatio Division. When the inevitable Keep Train song out of our precious commercials movement sprung up, it was called Stop Advertising from Pulling a Train, which is a better sex joke in that it A, makes sense, and B, wasn't sung over ukulele. Apparently, the music video, the ukulele player looks like Howie Mandel.
Nice. They got Howie on it.
It was the lone pop song to manage cultural ubiquity in a year when that was pretty much impossible. Think about the last time you were stuck in a long line while making a toilet paper run, or were forced to spend time on hold with somebody who assured you that your call was very important, or forgot to DVR Project Runway, so you had to sit through all the ad breaks. You probably heard Pat Monahan's wiener warble at some point. That's because Hey Soul Sister is made for those moments when you're forced to do nothing else but listen to it. And it's just catchy enough to rattle around in your head during that downtime's aftermath, disrupting any activities you actually enjoy. Finally, it's never going to die. You thought Hey Soul Sister's ubiquity on the adult contemporary charts was enough for it to live on in Walgreens white noise in perpetuity? Well, there's a country version of the track as well, with the fiddles and vocal harmonies and slide guitar turned all the way up. Somehow the lyrical reference to Madonna is intact. Listen, come on guys, Loretta scans just as well. And if you think hard enough, you can probably squeeze a reference to Fist City in there. And just think, when your shitty kid marries someone you violently disapprove of 20 years from now, this song, with its references to blowjobs and songs that were ground into the ground before the kid was a twinkle in your eye, will serve as the couple's first dance. As you watch your offspring and new in-law twirl around the dance floor, you will reach for a glass of Champagne Loco. President Kid Rock won't try to ban the stuff until he's up for re-election in 2032, and wonder how everything went so wrong. And that ends our visceral destruction of Hey Soul Sister.
Absolutely. What a celebration of that. What a celebration of the movement against that piece of garbage.
I've seen them live a few times. I think
at festivals and such.
In college, Joe won free tickets or something like that. Or someone on the Ultimate Frisbee team had free tickets because they were giving them out at the outlet malls.
Right, which is what they do with train tickets.
Yeah. It was to actually Kiss FM's Kiss Miss Bash at the rave, or not the rave. That's the one in Milwaukee, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then it was the rave.
Eagle Room.
The Eagle Room. That's why I hesitated.
That's Eagles. Huh?
Yeah.
Seeing Train at the rave, bro. That's like seeing Carrot Top at a local McDonald's. That's just like.
I mean, it strangely, looking back on it with all my knowledge now. Again, we were in college. I'm pretty sure there was there was a girl who I thought was cute, and I thought I was cute too, but was probably in high school, which means I have become the lead singer of Train and fantasized about girls far too young for me.
You saw Train. You were at a Train concert, and that fucking music.
It embodied itself in me.
It put evil within you one night. You didn't catch that eyes with that high school girl because you wanted to kiss a high school girl. So no. that dude's weird wiener waggling fucking made you into a demon, bro.
Could have been that I was wearing tight pants too. Who knows?
The tight pants. Just blood circulation all messed up. So you got all messed up. Just bro.
Unmess us up.
I got a review from Elijah Moisick. Thank you, Elijah.
Thank you.
There's two of them. We'll see if we get to them. They're both just pretty unhinged and goofy. So we won't have too much to say about them. This one's from Benjamin Hayes for the movie Over the Hedge from Google Reviews.
Okay, I like the comic.
Well, the Google Reviews is that's where it's from. That's the movie didn't make anyway.
Thumbs up.
Benjamin Hayes says about Over the Hedge. This movie is a religious experience. I can feel the warm embrace of God while watching the movie, and The Exterminator is the peak of anime girl fan service. The only gripe I had about this movie,
Wait. Go on. I'm sorry.
it is the bear that looks. Is that the bear? Looks like if an old Sonic design had and a rat had a baby, and the rat abused the bear as a child, and this caused the bear to develop clinical depression and started smoking kush and making lo-fi peas in his spare time. Overall, an immersive masterpiece. Definitely would recommend 5 stars.
All right. I had to double check what the Exterminator looked like. Yes, very, very not good looking person, man. But the bear. What does the bear look like?
I just remember it being, I don't know. Apparently a very sad but relatable bear.
Yeah, he looks pretty depressed. Or man, is that a lady exterminator? I don't know.
Well, if you want to get even more depressed, this review from Gav Gas can see us out today. This is my favorite movie in the critically acclaimed The Nut Job series. You know you can't spell nut without you in the middle. Growing up in the Bronx in 1875, I was at the ripe young age of 75. I told my mom that one day I was going to make something of myself, and she put me right in her washing machine. I tumbled around for hours, and then it hit me. An old shirt that might hit me right in the face. Rip and tear. Anywho, I'm really drunk, so I'm just woo and go to sleep. 5 stars.
Was that still for Over the Hedge?
That was still for Over the Hedge.
Which, admittedly, is very, visually indiscernible from The Nut Job. Probably quality of writing, indiscernible from The Nut Job. The quality of you, like, feeling cringy and bad about the professional actors voicing
that paycheck.
Drek. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Probably indiscernible between the two movies.
I think a lot of actors just do it for their kids.
Yeah, there is that.
But not a lot of actors have that discerning ability to know, like, is this a good movie that my kids will like? Or is this just going to be a pile of shit?
Will this be a stain? Will shame hang over my name for decades?
Yeah, I know the guy who played Piccolo in that bad live-action Dragon Ball did it because he actually liked Piccolo from Dragon Ball, and so did his kids. It was like one of the things they bonded over was Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. So he's like, oh, hell yeah.
If he learned his lines, that means he can read. So he should have been able to tell that was going to be a dud.
Well, I mean, I don't think he really knew the full gravity of the dud until they slapped that Piccolo makeup on him.
Yeah, I guess once you're in the makeup chair, it's kind of too late to turn back. But that feeling of, oh, no.
Oh, no. Speaking of feelings of, oh, no, this episode's over. Mm-hmm. Thanks for hanging out and listening. My review party lovelies. Kiss, kiss. Hope you had a good Valentine's. Bang, bang. This is reviewparty.com. We got new episodes of this podcast every Tuesday. That's right. Hashtag Tuesday Reviews Day. If you'd like to send in some absurd review action, just like Eric and Elijah, thanks, guys. Send it over to reviewparty.com at gmail.com and include your name because we'd love to give you credit.
If you want to reach out to us on the social medias, I'm daring you to do it, friend.
Double dog.
At reviewparty.com on Instagram and TikTok, at reviewpartypod on Twitter, or go to www.reviewparty.com. .com? Yeah. That's the one. Reviewparty.com, where you can find every single episode. Tons of listening platforms if you're just into downloading unnecessary apps. That's the place you can do it. The blog where reviews are written about constantly, and our shop, and lots of blue and lots of fun, and just it's a genial type of place. Hang out. And then
I don't think there's much more to say at the end of the episode, honestly. I think we covered it all, right?
What?
I don't think there's any music that we have throughout the episode. Maybe like a theme song or anything. We kind of put the kibosh of that. You heard some songs?
For sure. It was right after the cookie thing.
I was kind of lost in the fudge there. Maybe it was got in my ears, all that double stuff. But, if I had to talk about a song that happened throughout the episode made by a cool group of dudes who make other cool music, I might talk about the Nosebleeds. If they did exist, you could find them on Spotify, I'm sure. But moving on, I got a review from Amazon to see us off. It is Barney's Great Adventure, the movie.
Barney's coming back. I don't know if
that's why he was on the mind, on the dome. Because I was a big Barney fan, but at a point in my life where memories were barely able to form properly, right? I more so remember the Barney Sega game I had and the Barney pillowcase I used for many years because that shit was comfy. But anyway, let Donna M. Varsic bring you on a trip back to memory lane. She says in all caps, excellent movie. She writes in all caps, this is a really cute movie for a child. My 3-year-old loves it. This is a movie that is watched 10 times a day. The reviewer who said it's miserable before is ignorant. It's a child movie. How bad can it be? 5 stars.
It can be pretty bad.